How y'all doing? It's No Bandit back at you today. Today we're going to discuss conspiracy and a few things that go with it, right? In prison. So in prison, everything's a conspiracy. They're always out to get you. The COs, the staff, they're always watching, trying to get everybody, because that's their job. That's how they get paid, is to bust you and put you in lockup or send you to another prison or, lock you in your cell, give you a cell time, shit like that. So that's their job. Your job is to get the fuck away, get away. Their job is to bust your ass, right? So conspiracy in prison is a bunch of bullshit because conspiracy is actually a federal law. It's not fucking state law. The state picked it up from the feds, but you can't use conspiracy inside prison, right? That's just a fucking loophole to get over on you, right? And to lock you up, fucking on situations they cannot prove. So say you're in situations like, you're selling dope, but they don't know you're bringing all the dope in. They got people dropping kites or fucking the rats snitching on you and shit like that, but there's no real evidence. Like you don't have a dirty UA, you don't have any fucking drugs, you don't have nothing like that, right? So they call it conspiracy. So they want to lock you up, right? They can come lock you up under conspiracy because two, three, or four rats are saying something on you or something, right? It's against the law, actually. They got me for conspiracy a lot of times, you know. Locked me up in the hole fucking three, four, five, 6 times for selling drugs and shit, right? That's the main thing is selling dope. They could never catch me with nothing. Never got me with nothing. A seed, a fucking dirty away, or any of that shit, right? And they say in there for the conspiracy, which is not a law in there, they can't charge you with conspiracy inside the prison. You see, that's how they get over on you. Because I got a lawyer and tried to fucking fight him on the street, but they didn't charge me on the street with conspiracy. You see what I'm saying? Because I never got caught with nothing. Or they'd give you 5 years. It's 5 years for dope, okay? Or 25 or whatever the fuck if you got cocaine or meth or fucking whatever, weed or whatever it is. But if they can't catch you with the product, like coming through the visit or in your cell or on you, or if they can't catch you with the product, they're going to say, oh, conspiracy. We're going to lock you up for fucking 180 days for conspiracy because from 2002 to 2006, you conspired with 5 other inmates to sell drugs. How the fuck can you do that for 5 years ago and say from this day to this day I conspired to sell dope? That's about the most bullshit ever heard in prison. Even gambling and shit. Motherfuckers are gambling. Running parlay. Dude's writing down bets on his hand. Because the cops are watching the towers. You got certain cops there on the weekends and shit, chasing all the bookies down. I had 3 or 4 bookies booking all my shit for me. So instead of carrying sheets on them so they ain't getting busted with the paper written down the bets and shit, they started writing bets on their hand. 4 or 5 bets, and they go somewhere and write it down on the paper for the master sheet. These fucking cops are busting the boys with the fucking shit on their hands. Doing there and fucking Xerox his hand on the Xerox machine. You know what I'm saying? For conspiracy. You got conspiracy for gambling because you got a fucking Xerox the bets on his hand. They're illegal as fuck, crooked as fuck in there for our conspiracy because conspiracy covers a whole lot of things. As you know, out here, different trials, different shit, RICOs and all that shit out here. They try to use conspiracy in prison. You know what I mean? Because they can't get you. That's all it's for because they can't fucking pop you off. So let's use conspiracy. But I tried to fight them before on the street, but I couldn't. I had to get rid of my lawyer because I couldn't fight them because I didn't have any charge. You see what I'm saying? So it's whatever they feel like doing because you're in their world. You're in a fishbowl. So whatever they say goes, right? But a conspiracy isn't fucking cool at all, right? It's just for parlay, for dope, you know, for assaults. You know what I mean? Oh, you hit the dude in the head with a lock and sock. We didn't see you. Bust his head open. There's no cameras or nothing, but we're going to lock you up for conspiracy because so and so or so and so said that you busted his head open with a fucking padlock and a sock. You know what I mean? It's fucking bullshit. I tried to fight it so many times. Had to sit in the hole 6 months, a year, fucking year, for dope. They could never catch me for fucking dope. Never. Never got me with shit, right? And they're trying to use your people against you. You know, use your people on the street against you. Try to use your visits against you. You know what I'm saying? Because when they pop you off conspiracy for dope, they take your visits for fucking 6 months. You can't see nobody for 6 months. Even though they know you're not bringing the dope in through a visit. They knew I didn't bring my dope in through visits. I would not fucking suggest my people to bringing in dope through a visit. I wouldn't sacrifice them that way. You know what I'm saying? I have other people bring it in, like through COs or fucking have different things set up to where people are getting it, different ways and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but instead, they would try to take my visits, take my people, and punish my people when they weren't even involved. You see what I'm saying? So, some people ain't about that life. I had friends in there and shit, fellow convicts, like, hey man, they seen how much money I'm making and shit. Hey man, let me in on some of that. Let me in on some of that. A few choice people that knew that I allowed in my circle to know me, right? I'm like, dude, you're not ready for the time. You're not ready for what comes with this. You know what I'm saying? It's not all glamorous like you think. You can't do that motherfucking time without telling. That's why I wouldn't give certain people dope, because I knew. You know what I mean? You see me, what I'm doing, you can't be me, right? Yo, let me get some of that. I can take care of that. No, you can't. Because when the time comes, you're going to fucking tell. You can't do the time. You just know by watching individuals, body language, what they've done in their past, how they live, shit like that. You can tell who's who's going to hold their mud, who ain't, like one of my guys was selling dope. He was so fucking cold blooded. He swallowed the fucking dope. They put him to a dry cell. It's called a dry cell. They shut your toilet off, no water. So you can't fucking spit the dope back up and fucking drink it or fucking whatever. They got a CO stand at the door in the fucking square watching you all the time, right? This dude was so hardcore, he fucking shit out that fucking dope and swallowed it again. That's a hardcore motherfucker right there, right? He wasn't letting them get that dope, see? He's a convict because he ain't let them trace that dope back to anybody else, to his crew or to me. Because I was giving it to his crew, the top dog on his crew. He's just a foot soldier. He's in the fucking lockup, dry cell. They get that dope, they know it's me. They're going to link me to dude. They're going to figure it all out. He was so solid, that motherfucker got in his shit and ate that fucking balloon again. They let him go. After that situation, I didn't even charge the dude, the other crew. He talked to me face to face. He's like, what's up? You still going to charge me for that shit? I'm like, no. That shit squashed. Because dude got out. Dude had to do what he had to do. I'm not going to make him get out of there and pay me too after he had to go through all that shit. He's solid. You can keep that motherfucking money. You're solid. You know what I'm saying? That's some badass shit right there. All right, guys, man. Have a good day. Peace out, man.